Hi, we're back, and today we're going to take on the adjectives and how they're used in the Greek New Testament. But before doing so, just to remind you of the all-important principle that adjectives, articles, and nouns, all three of them, must agree in gender, number, case, or little formula GNC. We have two positions of adjectives. We have what's called the attributive position, think attribute, and we have the predicate position, which is related to the verb predicate, to say something about. So let's talk about these. In the attributive position, we discover this by the definite article that precedes the adjective, the. They modify nouns. English example, I laughed at the funny child. You see how the definite article precedes the adjective funny. It tells us what kind of child this is. It's a funny child. From John 10, I am the excellent shepherd. We have the definite article, the word the, that precedes the adjective, excellent. Excellent tells us what kind of shepherd that Jesus is. He's winsome and attractive. Same with the below example about the good and faithful servant. So here's some examples of the attributive position where we're linking up the definite article, the adjective, and the nouns. So in the first example, we have hai dikai entolai. Here we have the definite article, here we have the adjective, here we have the noun. Now, notice that all of these are feminine plural nominatives. They all have the same ending here. Now, what is the position of the adjective? Dikai. It's attributive. Why? It follows the definite article. So this would be translated as the righteous commandments. The second example, hai dikai hai entolai. The parsing again is the same. Now notice here that we have the definite article precede our adjective. It's still used as an attribute. We have four words here, but this also would be translated as the righteous commandments. And we'd leave out in translation one of the definite articles. Now, look at the third example, hai entolai, hai dikai. We have the same parsing. Literally, the commandments, the righteous. What is the position of the adjective? It's attributive. Here's the article that precedes the adjective, the righteous commandments. Now, the adjectives in the attributive position can also be thought of as substantives. That is, they have substance. So here we have the same parsing for hai dikai, feminine plural nominative, and this would be translated as the righteous women. We put in women there because it's feminine. The next example, hoi dikaioi, same position of the adjective. It follows the definite article. There's no noun that it works with, but this can become a substantive. And this would be translated as the righteous ones or the righteous men. And so we see another example down here, ta dikaiad. Now, here we have a neuter plural, and this can either be nominative or accusative, and this also would be a substantive. There's no noun that it works with, so this would be translated as the righteous thing, either as the subject of a sentence in the nominative or the direct object of a sentence. And the last example here on this page, ta dikaya. Neuter plural can either be nominative or accusative. And this would be translated as the righteous things. So let's talk a little bit more about the substantives. Substantives have substance. For example, in Paul's words, hate what is evil, hold fast to that which is good. So you'll see evil there and good. These are neuter, but they refer to evil things and good things. And then in Matthew 11, in Jesus' response to the Baptist two messengers, look at the number of adjectives here that are used as substantives, referring to people. Blind, lame, leprous, deaf, dead, and poor. All of those are adjectives that are used substantively, and they refer to people. All right, secondly, adjectives also predicate. They say something about nouns. And the predicate position occurs when the definite article, the word the, doesn't precede the adjective. And here we use a form of the verb to be, such as is or are. Now, take a look at the first example right here. We have high and to lie, dikai. Here's our adjective, righteous. Is there an article before it? No. So here we put in a form of the verb to be. And this would be translated, the commandments are righteous. Look at the second example here. Dikai, high, and to lie. Same parsing. Notice the position of the adjective. Is there an article before dikai? That's our adjective? No. So here we supply again a form of the verb to be. And it would be translated the same way. The commandments are righteous. So I'm going to pause for a second and let you work on this third example. And when you're done, all right, now that you've had a chance to look at this, the last example should read, the church is good and the kingdom is evil. The adjective agathé is in the predicate position, and the adjective kake is in the predicate position. And here is where we supply a form of the verb to be. All right, here we have a little practice here. I'm going to hit the pause button and would ask that you do the same and then resume once you've worked through these yourself. All right, now that you've had a chance to work on these yourself, the first one, all of those would be masculine singular nominatives, and it should be translated as the good brother. The second example, also masculine singular nominative, this would be translated as the good one or the good man. The third example, feminine singular nominative, the good woman. We put in woman there because it's feminine. The next example, ta agathon biblion, the good book. Neuter singular nominative, neuter singular accusative. The next example, ta agathon, neuter singular nominative or neuter singular accusative, the good thing. And next to the last example, ta agatha, neuter plural nominative or neuter plural accusative, the good things. And the last example on this page, masculine singular genitive for all of them, and that would be of the righteous or just brother. All right, let's do a little bit more practice here. I'm going to hit the pause button and would ask that you do the same and do your own work here. All right, now that you've completed your work, Ha pistos didaskalos should be translated as the faithful teacher. The second one, the faithful one or the faithful man. The third one, these are all feminine singular nominatives. The righteous or just authority. Fourth example, he hexia dikaya. This is the adjective is in the predicate position. The authority is righteous. Ta eskaton erkon, neuter, singular, nominative or accusative. The last work. The adjective is in the attributive position. Ta eskaton, neuter, singular, nominative or accusative. The last thing. And the final example, ta eskata, neuter, plural, nominative or accusative. The last things. I trust this has been helpful to you.